All right. It, cool. Um, I'm pretty sure I just want to check something. Yeah, nice, awesome. Anyway, I have some stuff that I'm gonna be working on right now. And yeah, we're gonna get into it. It's gonna deal with a lot of mix-ins. We're gonna check some stuff. We're gonna experiment around and all that good stuff. Yeah, I am starting a little earlier, but I want to get in kind of as much as I can. Because I got I have stuff going on. I might be starting around this time going forward, basically. I'm gonna basically just play it out and see, and if it works, then I'll make actual changes to the schedule. So what I want to do here is, so yeah, yesterday I was working on actually I'm gonna put this up here. I put the check up here. Yesterday I was working on a couple things. So this is I was working on an effect that I think might be a little funky and interesting, or it might absolutely break everything. I have no idea. We're gonna find out. Does this even work? I think I need to add. I need to add this, and then is client track passing in the player. Something like this. And then I'm guessing wherever the other thing is, which is here. I have a bunch of stuff up here I need to close. Is client tracked. I need to get the players. So Minecraft client dot get instance dot player probably. Basically, all I want to do is this minus this call right here, which is what I'm doing. So I have this, I have the test later, I have this, I have this, I have this. I now need pull events again. Method must be static. Oh yeah, I guess it is. And I guess I just threw it in my mixins. Yeah, it did. Look at that. That was beautiful. Now, obviously, this is actually only going to do something if my effect does something, which I gotta check. When is this used? Handle payload. Oh, wait, I haven't written a payload receiver, which probably explains it all. Wow, I definitely didn't. Okay, that explains that. I believe that's the implementation. Yeah, and this is going to be context.client.execute effect.track client context.player payload. And then the ID is going to return paint status payload dot ID, I believe. Dot ID. Oh. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. No. Right, and then this takes the payload, and then it adds or removes based on that. Okay, I have that, I just don't know if I have everything correct for this. We'll see. We'll see. Doesn't do anything. We're gonna check it. We're gonna debug it. All this was is a very simple implementation. This is what a lot of this would be. Brother, why you take forever? I don't know. We'll find out. And then I have a couple of other things I want to do. Okay, we're here. I see all the stuff. Not register handlers, no payload type has been registered with the name, blah, 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 blah. Okay, See, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, I forgot to register this. Payload type registry. Play server to client register ID. Paint says payload codecs. There we go. I knew I was missing something. There we go. The game's now running. The game's no longer running. God damn it. Whoa, what'd I do? Oh, because player is null. Right. We're getting there. Hey, we made it to the title screen. Which is not showing up. Why are you not showing up? You're not showing up because that's a good question. Okay, that's a reason. Okay, I just want to check the effect. I worked on a couple other effects off stream. Not any new ones. This is the only new one I have right now. Game did not like that. Oh, I know what's happening. I just froze the game. I have things are happening. There are definitely things happening, and this is not. I have the I had it wrong. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, but, fundamentally, that does not do what I wanted it to do. Which is unfortunate. Maybe I need... Where is it? Right, this GLFW.swap buffers. We'll try that. And then we'll comment out that. I don't think... wait, maybe I can make a change. This is a mix-in though, it might be tricky. I probably do, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably do. Okay, things are still happening. Oh wait, yeah, I probably need to restart the game. I realized that, yeah, okay. That's cool. We did that. There we go. Oh no, don't do this to me. Now's not a good time, bro. Now's really not a good time. Good. Excellent. Glad we got that out of the way. Okay. I'm gonna restart. Because I'm pretty sure I can't hot swap mix-ins, so. We will swap the buffers, but we're gonna clear the test later, which is I think like all the stuff that's being drawn. And then when we clear it, this is what's flushing it, I believe. It's probably no longer deny buffer swap, but deny tessellator clearing. I might rename the method. Not quite. Bro, chill. Okay. New idea. New idea. Uncomment this line. Go to here. I want... nope. That is not it. I want a call hierarchy. Where is this called? Nah, it's called other places, bro. It's called here, though. Okay, so now it includes all of this. I want net dot fabric MC as well, maybe. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we have all of this. Don't think I care about anything else. I probably don't. Okay, so now I can change the scope, and please give me you suck. Dude! It's because I need to have the sources. If I don't have the sources, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Because I might not be able to find the call if I don't have the sources. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Come on. Come on. Get the sources. Come on. You can do it. I believe. I believe in you. I guess I forgot to include com.mochang as well. That's fair. Okay, let's configure this. Dude, it's trying really hard, and it just can't. Are you okay? Dude, my YouTube is dying because it's trying really hard to download sources, I'm assuming. Okay, I have this. Okay. And it still doesn't have this. And it's still not down, it still doesn't download the sources. Okay. Oh wait, it has sources. Wait, it has sources. Wait, it has sources. Wait, it has sources! We're there! It took 9 fucking years. Yay! Refresh this, please. Yay! Yay! Client.render, window.swap buffers. We have our call hierarchy finally! Is that really only called there? Maybe I want to do it here then, in the buffer allocator. Maybe. And this is going to be clear. And now I have to go to the mixin and change it to buffer allocator mixin. Yeah, like that. Alright, so if we're tracked, then we just don't do that. Everything else still happens the same way, I think. We'll try that. It's good I have an actual freaking call hierarchy now, that's nice. That'll actually allow me to navigate to specific parts of code a lot more easily. Alright, let's see how this works. Doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, we get to this, and then I do cancel it. What is this? Okay. Well, what I do know is that this is not what I want, so where are we at here? This gets a buffer allocator. Returns a built buffer. This is 100% where I want to do stuff. Maybe I need to prevent these from getting called too. No, this seems fine. I just need to prevent that clearing from happening. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll make a new one, I guess. I believe it implements auto-closable. It does. I also need an environment type. And then I want to do ci.cancel here. That should prevent that from happening. I don't know if that's what I need. It's not as simple as I wish it were. Basically, what I want to do is I want it to not flush the buffers. So you get like this weird paint-like effect. Right, but we're not getting that. Even though I assume the dynamic uniforms are being cleared. Yeah. Maybe I don't want it to pull events. We'll see what it does. Processes all pending events. Yeah, okay. And begin a new frame. Yeah, something useful to select when the buffer swap will occur. You can check for the extensions. Yeah. Swap will take place immediately. It's called without waiting for a refresh. Otherwise, at least interval retrace will pass before each buffer swap. Using a swap interval of 0 can be useful for benchmarking purposes. And it's not desirable to measure the time. Yeah, but this may not work on all machines. Some drivers have user-controlled settings to override any swap interval the application requests. Whoa, okay. Okay, what about polling events? Processes only those events that are already in the event queue and then returns immediately. Processing events will cause the window and input callbacks associated with those events to be called. On some platforms, a window move, resize, or menu operation will cause event processing to block. This is due to how event processing is designed on those platforms. You can use the window refresh callback to redraw those contents of your window when necessary during such operations. Do not assume that callbacks you set will only be called in response to event processing functions like this one. While it is necessary to poll for events, Windows systems that require GLFW to register callbacks of its own can pass events to GLFW in response to many Windows system function calls. GLFW will pass those events onto the application callbacks before returning. What the heck did I just read? Event processing is not required for joystick input to work. Well, cool. I'm not doing that. Needs to pull the Windows system for events to both to provide input to the application and to prove to the Windows system that the application hasn't locked up. Oh, well, I think I might need those. Event processing is normally done each frame after buffer swapping. Even when you have no windows, event polling needs to be done in order to receive monitor and joystick connection events. There are 3 functions for processing pending events. GLFW pull events processes only those events that have been received and then returns immediately. This is the best choice when rendering continuously like most games do. If you only need to update the contents of the window when you receive new input, GLFW wait events is a better choice. It puts the thread to sleep until at least one event has been received, then processes all received events. This saves a great deal of CPU cycles and is useful for example, editing tools. If you want to wait for events but have UI elements or other tasks that need periodic updates, as you specify, timeout puts thread to sleep until one of the events has been received. If the main thread is sleeping, do not assume the callbacks will only be called in response to that. Set window size callback, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. You know what? Let me see. Okay, I need the swap buffers. Okay, I need to find, right, I need to find the GL clear. Right. What is this? Is this, where the heck are we? Oh, we're in Lowitchel, yeah, okay. How do I find, right, yeah, because if I do that, that'll help. But the render system doesn't call that. It does not. And this is what's happening in the render, right? Like, I have this flip frame thing here. Right, because that gets called on the client render when it swaps the buffer. Or maybe that gets done at the beginning. Begin render tick. You don't suppose. Nope, that doesn't do it. And we swap the buffers. And we set the phase. And then we do all the stuff. And it's probably at the beginning. That phase. This window is in here. Okay, well, maybe somewhere here. Set window icon, that's for setting the icon. For on GL error, log GL error, set vsync. And that's where you set the swap interval. Yep, that makes sense. On frame buffer size change, update frame buffer size. Swap buffers is where it calls flip frame, and then it does update full screen, or it does a different thing. Set window size, update full screen. Update window region, resolution change, set vsync, swap buffers. It like swaps twice, which is really interesting. Set title, set scale factor, get handle, blah blah blah, bunch of fucking nonsense. Close callback cursor, minimum line width, yeah, whatever. Default window hints. Create window. Window position. Frame buffer size callback. Window position callback. Window size callback. Window focus callback. Cursor enter callback. Window iconify callback. Interesting. Okay, refresh rate. What the heck is this? That icon, and then that's setting the phase. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Is the GLFW, is this gonna have the GL clear? I might. Let's look for it. FW clear? No. Is there a GL library? There might be. It might be GL11 or something like that. Let's see. There is a GL, and there's a GL11. I wonder if clear. I wonder if GL clear is here, right? See, that's this, and this calls this. I'd be surprised if I could get a call hierarchy for this. Oh shit, we're in? We're in, boy. Look at this. Look at this clear. Now where is this called? GL command encoder. Wait, render pass. Okay, where is this called? World render.render. Game renderer.render. Okay. I'm gonna just go into here. I'm gonna mix into this thing. Let's mix into the GL11. Surely that won't pose any issues. Don't worry about it. I'm actually not. I'm mixing into GL State Manager. Because I am a menace to society. Surely that's fine. Trust me. Everything's fine. It's great. Rename. Okay, yeah, we'll deal with this. We'll deal with this. This takes an int. The lies. Oh, it's dot underscore. Clear. They really don't want me to do this. Surely no one would load OpenGL shit during core mod. Don't worry about it. This is only if certain things are present, which would normally be during gameplay. So, you know, I have this check right here. Right? And even if the player is null, don't worry, I counted for that too. Oh, okay, yeah, make it static. Fine, make it static. Rename the file. Add it to the mixin config. Go to the mixin config now. Mixin failed, class loaded too early, haunts my dreams. Oh, Lord, I really hope that's not a thing that I need to worry about. There's no way. There's no way, because I'm not actually. This is in Blaze 3D, so we're good. We're good. I've also mixed into Blaze 3D stuff. Yeah, no, jail's probably not loaded during core mod. Yeah, right. So this is the best I can do, probably. I don't think I need this buffer allocator mixin. We're gonna leave that just in case. We're looking to make really terrible shit happen. I'm looking to prevent it from cleaning the buffers, basically. That's all I want it to do. All I want it to do is not clean the buffers. And we will know if it's cleaning the buffers. Oh, hell yes, dude. This is exactly the kind of shit I'm looking for. Oh my god, this is exactly what I want. Except for the fact that I can't see dick. This is great. This is great. This is the exact torture I wanted. this is the exact level of unplayability I wanted. Dude, it gets dark? I didn't even know they had a thing for this. I have, like, no idea where I am. This is both awesome and completely fucking unplayable. There might be something that I need to do to help myself out with this. What the fuck are you? You're something. I picked up a carpet. I have no idea where I am. Yeah, cool. Can't see shit when that happens. So I might need to... Okay, yeah, see? Like, this is playable. What is this yellow shit appearing on my screen? This is playable. This is very playable. Until now. Now it's no longer playable. You have to, like, learn to control yourself. Dude. Everything's fine, and then I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, what the hell did you fucking enchant, boy? Like, opening your inventory is a fucking death sentence. Okay, so we're close. I'm gonna see what happens if I remove this mix-in, because I doubt I need it. I don't think it's gonna make too much of a difference. Clear J. What the hell is J? I don't know, dude. I have an idea. I do have an idea that might make it a touch more playable. Also, what did this get enchanted with? Yes, indeed. Smite 5. Very important. Oh, Lord. You move just a little bit. And this becomes the most unplayable shit I have ever seen. Oh, I dropped it. It made me drop it. That's lovely. Okay, there are some things that we need to do. And that would be, I need to go into, okay, this thing didn't make a difference, which is fine because it means I can remove it. That works for me. Delete. Goodbye. Wait, this should be, I should be able to capture this. And then if I only want to clear the color buffer bit and the depth buffer bit. So actually what I can do is I can actually just mask that out. How do I mask that out bitwise? I take this, and to mask it out, I don't want to and it. Basically, if they're set, I want them to be not set. I guess I could NAND it. I need changes to a modify variable, probably. God damn it. That's annoying. Where did I do that? Where have I done this before? Modify variable. Yeah, okay. I need to modify this. Brother. Can you? Thank you. Alright, and it's going to return an int, and I'm going to have it do that. I'm going to basically mask out those things. This is an at modify variable. Modify variable. Cancelable doesn't matter. I need ordinal, which is going to be 0, and args only. I guess we can have that as true. And this should return an int. A vint, yes, return that too. Is this right? I guess I don't need a callback info. There you go. So this will just return the mask as is, basically doing nothing. What are you doing? What the fuck, mate? This one, I want to mask that out. And to do that, if I invert, inverting, yeah, I need to invert. I need a bit flip. I need a bit flip. I can end it with like, feel clear with this mask. Okay, what do we have? A hint bit, a scissor bit. I need like color buffer bit or whatever. Or color material, GL fog, there should be. I didn't even fucking see it. Color buffer bit. 16384. What the fuck is that? Wait, I know what that is. This is just one of the things. And there's depth. Depth buffer bit is 256. Okay, so what I'm taking away from this is I need the 256 bit not set and the 16384 bit not set, which I can do. I can XOR it, right? If I XOR it, GL11 dot GL color buffer bit with GL11 GL depth buffer bit. Right, and so then this mask, if they're both set, what if it's not set though? Then it's gonna set it. God damn it, dude. If it's set, I need to be not set. I do this in Java. Show me the way. I know what I need to do. I just. Yeah, okay, so bitflip, this is bitflip, but I don't want to bitflip all of them. I want to clear a bit. Bitwise not. Okay, there is a bitwise not. I can AND with a bitwise not. Holy shit, I've like never done that before. Does that actually work? Let me see this. Hold on, I gotta see this in action. The complement of 256. Alright, so if I AND it with this, it should. Wait, no, I need to AND it, not OR it. AND it. Okay, so it does get 100, because it leaves those bits intact. But it just masks out that. Okay, so this should work. This should allow me to choose which buffers get cleared. Which means not everything is getting denied. Just some things. Which is what we want. We only want some things to be cleared. Like the lighting or whatever, all that stuff, that's fine, that can stay. I'm gonna set it to day for this. This is vaguely more playable. Yeah, this is playable. This is not really playable. This has become no longer playable. This was playable for brief moments. Since I had no idea where I was. Oh my god, dude, chill. Interesting. I'm learning a lot about how this game renders. Thank you for inverting my mouse control. That's really helpful. Stop. I wanted to apply it anyway. Oh my god, dude, what have I done? And now that I've put a whole bunch of shit... Okay, I have an idea. I actually have an idea. To make this playable. Every now and then, we do allow it. Okay, cool. Every now and then we do allow the buffer to be cleared. This should allow it to be ever so slightly playable. Or NCCE API accessor dot get chaos effect. I need to get this player. I have client dot get instance dot player. Return mask. I don't need that anymore because I'm doing it in the mixin. Wherever the fuck it is. Here it is. Now we check to see if they're tracked, or if I get this chaos effect for the player, paint effect dot class dot filter. Duration remaining modulo. Well, I'll set a static thing for this. I'll set to 120 right now. Clear interval. If that's 0. I guess I have an is empty, right? Is empty. This is wrong. This needs to be, we get the chaos effect, we filter it if we are within 0 and we're actually present. So if we're on the 120 tick mark for the effect, then we will return the regular mask, which allows it to be cleared normally for that like 1 tick. So then everything just clears. I probably need to reload the game. I think I need to do that with Mixins. Because they like need to re-inject it and stuff and all that shit. Okay, do we have dumb shit inbound? What is this? Oh, just like a half a bed just chilling here. Awesome. Something broke. I don't like that. Why it break? Get chaos effects. Okay, for starters, this can be changed to player. Right, I see. That's only server side. So we actually can't get this. Okay. Better idea. I think I have a similar thing somewhere. So only the player has this. Whatever, I can make a new hash map here. And then what I can do is I can add an if paint effect dot is client track passing in the player. And I can do tracked players dot remove, and I can remove the player. Maybe I should probably do a UUID. Get UUID. There we go. And then I return this. And then if the effect is active, and the way I'm going to do that is instead of doing this, we're going to do tracked players dot compute, I believe. Hence the computer mapping for the specified key if there's ordinal, if there's no current mapping. I might want merge. If the specified key is not already associated with value or associated with null, associates it with the given non-null value, otherwise replace the associated value with the results of the given remapping function. Yep. So we're gonna do 0, and then we're gonna do right, I need to do the by function. The existing key recompute a value if present. And then it applies a remapping function, right? Okay. I can do 1, and then I can actually just do integer sum. And this provides an integer. What does this return? It returns the new value associated with the specified key. And then I do modulo clear interval equals 0. And we return that. And then this also needs an @unique. There we go. Look at that. Fucking great. Now we're not going to have that problem. And then if they're not tracked, we just yoink them out. And then this allows us to allow the screen to be cleared every 120 game ticks, which is, if there's 20 ticks in a second, that's every 6 seconds. I can do math. Hopefully this isn't horrendous, you know, but it should allow it to be playable. Oh yeah, this is playable. This is actually playable. It should actually also be playable if I go in here because, yeah, it's trippy as shit. Don't get me wrong. There's a dark void after me. I'm afraid. I don't know what the hell what that shit is, but it scares me. It scares me. There is an evil monster that came out of the darkness. I was not okay with that. There's now this blotch on my screen. I don't know what that was. Ow. Whatever you're doing, stop it. What have you done? Cool. I have no idea what this is. Oh, I can eat this. It'll save me from death. That's pretty good. I can see dick. I hate this. Wait, what do you... Isn't this edible? Oh, I need a... I hate how this makes a creeper sound. I need to find something to hit with this. I need to make sure that it actually does what I wanted it to do. Oh my lord. Oh, there's gonna be no mobs around here because they all got fucking Thanos. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure it makes a pressure plate click. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Good. I'm glad to be a part of this experience. Alright. Point is, I think that's fine. It's like horrendous, but it's playable. My threshold for playable is actually pretty low, so I now have a couple of other things I want to tweak. And they are here. So there's a couple more component options I want to add. I need to open this up. The two I wanted to add was something for kinetic weapon and blocks attack. It's gonna be under B for blocks attack, which is gonna be right here. When present, this item can be used like a shield. The amount of time in seconds that use must be held before successfully blocking attacks defaults to 0. I will probably leave that at 0. Multiplier applied to the cooldown time for the item when attacked by a disabling attack. Multiplier for blocking on the weapon component. If set to 0, the item can never be disabled by attacks. I'll probably leave that as 1. Set of rules for how much and what kind of damage should be blocked by a given attack. Defaults to which blocks all damage from a 90-degree angle. I might do that. The constant amount of damage to be blocked. The fraction of the dealt damage to be blocked. Defaults to base 0. Oh, okay, so I can actually set it to block a percentage of damage. Oh, that's cool. Controls how much damage should be applied to the item. Minimum amount of damage dealt by the attack before item damage is applied to the item. A constant amount of damage applied to the item. A fraction of the dealt damage should be applied to the item if threshold is passed. Okay. Then I need a block sound, and I need a disabled sound. Okay. It's not that bad. Maybe new basic component modification. Blocks attack component. Data component types dot blocks attacks. I need to now specify the name. Blocks attack. And then this function is going to take the stack, random, and the world, and it's going to build me a component. And the predicates. Well, it can't have a consumable component, I'm guessing. I'll do bees as well, because that sounds really stupid. Okay, I guess predicate's always true is valid here. Maybe not. What about my equipable one? You know what? Alright, Fuck it. We're leaving it as predicates to always true. We'll deal with that in a moment. Next flow is less than or no comp chance. I will return a null. Otherwise, I need to figure out what we block in, or how we blocking. Library source does not match the bytecode for class blocks attack component. I don't give a shit. It probably does. You're just baloney. Alright, fine. Open the .class file. Who cares? This is a record that has block delay seconds, this damage reductions, which is the list, I believe. Yeah, that's the list of damage reductions. That's all I need to build. I just need to build the damage reductions. That's gonna be optional to empty, and then we need a block sound and disable sound. Okay. Block delay, disable cooldown scale. Those are gonna be 0 and 1. I just need a list of damage reductions. I only need 1 damage reduction, basically. I can actually, now I'm thinking about it, otherwise I'm gonna return a new block attacks component, passing in 0, 1, list dot of, or I guess list dot of, new damage reduction, and defaults to all damage types. Okay, I now need to know what this is. And there's the item damage, which I also need to. You know what? I changed my mind. I do want this to be like this. And then this is going to require a horizontal block angle, which we ran next float for 360. And then what else was needed? The list. I think I need another thing here. There we go. That's what I need to do. Is it a set of registry keys? I can't remember. What is it supposed to be? A registry entry list. It's an iterable of registry entries. That's all it is. Alright, where are we? We're here. This is an indexed iterable. I'll do the same thing I did before. Where I have this. Well, actually, I'm not selecting a random thing. I just want everything. Turns a new direct list of values converted to register entry with mapper. Turns a new direct list of values converted to register entry with mapper. It says the same fucking thing twice. Awesome. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. This probably isn't the easiest way, but whatever. Entry keys dot damage type. We have that, and then I need now a list. I need to get index entries. And now this is going to say that it can't do that. Now an indexed entry, sorry, an index iterable itself is an iterable, so. So that's all the damage types. I need the other stuff, which is base, which I believe is, base is normally 0, factor is normally 1. Now, maybe I just throw this here. Okay, so that's everything. And then I need item damage. And what do you require? You require threshold base factor, right? No amount of damage dealt by the attack or item damage is applied to this. I make that 0. I have an idea. I can do this. I can make this. Yeah, so that's block delay selections. That's this. What's the next argument for you? I have the list of damage reductions. I need the item damage. So that's going to be damage. I need bypass by, which is optional to empty. Optional registry entry T. Oh wait, yeah, and I need random for this as well. Didn't I do dynamic registry manager? Oh no, it returns a dynamic registry manager. T, so that gets me that. Oh, this needs to be question mark extends registry T. There we go. Hello, how's it going? Need a builder here. Is it T? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What does this get me? Random element from IDs. And then I can map it to get entry, and then map that to casting it like that. Okay. I was here 5 seconds before I've received. Oh, sorry. That's rough. This needs to be identifier. Identifier. I spelled that right. Oh wait, this doesn't have its typos. Wait a second. Stream.builder, buddy. There we go. That makes more sense. I don't know what that other builder shit was. We ain't gonna worry about that. Welcome back. For amount greater than 0. Amount minus minus, and then builder dot add chaos lib dot get random element from IDs rand boom. I don't need a declaration, I guess. Yeah, sure, that works. I'm gonna finish a project. Not sure I'm doing coding right, so I'm gonna go to office hour later. Oh, you're doing coding too? Wow, join the crew, boy. So now I can do builder dot build dot map registry registry get entry registry. So now I have optional references. Map it again. I should probably compose it, actually. Composing it's probably a lot better. Do I need this like this? Maybe not. registry dot get entry, passing in the ID, and then I can map it because this is an optional. Do I map it to a reference dot get? Oh my god, you know how fucking annoying this is. Let's see. I do that, I map it, I do reference.map where I just cast it. Okay. Registry entry cast. Am I casting it to that? I mean, obviously there isn't a thing for this, but where are we casting it to? Yeah, we're casting it to a registry entry. Parameterized by T. Okay. Entry, parameterized T, cast this thing. Yeah, dude, look at that. That's fucking great. Alright, so now I can do this, where on the piercing one, instead of doing this nonsense, instead of doing all this crap, I can do get random elements from registry. I need to pass in rand, I need to pass in world, I need to pass in registry keys dot sound event. I need to pass in 2. And now this is unused, so I don't need this. And now this is unused, so I don't need this. And now that does all of that. And I'm going to do the same thing up here in the blocks attack thing. I need to get a sound, so I'm going to do iterator, optional, registry, entry, sound event. Get random elements from registry, I pass in rand, I pass in world, I pass in registry keys dot, no. You know how hard it is to spell registry keys correctly? And I need 2 again. I do it.next and it.next. Okay. Boom. We got this. Awesome, right? Like this now has everything. Now I need to return, I believe, a string. So this is going to be percent 0.2f. Oops, percent 0.2f. I needed the degree symbol. Which one's that? Not something I can fucking type. Well, apparently Alt 0176. That's not it. What did I just do? Whatever I did, undo that. Okay, cool. We're just gonna copy paste it. Apparently we're not allowed to do that. Plus percent 0.2f durability. And this is gonna be comp dot damage reductions dot get first horizontal blocking angle comp dot item damage dot factor, and then comp dot item damage dot base. And this needs to be list dot of text dot of there we go. That's our block attack component. Now I'm gonna check to see if there's other random things I'm getting. This is it's that equipable. You have glider, item model. This is the lore one. There's definitely something I can replace there as well, so I'll do that. Tilt up display, tilt up style, trim. This is where I should be able to. Registry keys dot trim material. So am I working on right now? I am improving a couple of things. Basically, like I'm doing a bit of code cleanup right now. What I did just add was I added. So this is an effect that exists in the previous version where it messes with it messes with a bunch of stack components. And it can do a whole bunch of things like changing the attribute modifiers on the stack, whether you can eat the stack, whether the stack saves you from death, the enchantments it has, right? Like it completely, like what it looks like, it messes up with a whole bunch of things, which is kind of fun. And so I am adding a couple of additional options of additional data components that were introduced since the last time I worked on Chaos Edition. The one I just recently did was the block attacks, which allows the item to work as a shield. And so I just set this up so that it will always, so that, if it chooses to add this component, um, it'll block attacks within a range of 360 degrees. So it could block like almost every attack around you. A fish with a shield or to eat their, yeah, exactly, right? That's the exact thing. It could allow you to use a fish as a shield, but the fish looks like a crafting table. And you can wear it on your feet. Right? Like that's what we can do here. Trim pattern, and I need one of these as well. This will allow me to get this gives me an iterator, so I can do dot next. This needs a registry entry. And this is optional. Or else I see the way it's doing it. It's doing it like this, right? And then this is an optional, so then I can map it. Yeah, and then I can just or else null and all this other stuff. Okay, so this is gonna be trim, or I guess this is the material, right? Because this is the registry entry for the armature material, and then we're going to, actually, since this is like this, I can return this thing here. We can take this and put this here. Dot next dot map. Is it material and pattern? Yeah, it's material and pattern. What the fuck are you doing, man? Get that. That goes to that dot or else null dot or dot or else null. And I don't need this. And I don't need this. And now it uses this method for doing it, which is good. Map can be replaced with flat map. Okay, replace it with flat map. What the hell did you do there? Oh, I guess it's because, yeah. This is an optional bearing function. Right, because this returns an optional. So this part returns an optional. Because we're going to be getting that. I get you. Yep. This is building a list from this is going to return a list of this, right? We're going to have It's gonna take a key. Question mark extends registry U. That's going to be the key. And amount. And then what else do I do? And I need a function that converts a U to a T, I believe, right? The U would be a reference of a U to a T. Okay. Right, so I do world.get registry manager.get or throw. I pass the key. This gives me the registry, right? And then there's another thing, which is just this. Get random. I pass in world.get random. If present or else. And fails equals new atomic integer. And so now I add this value. And then I do num dot get and decrement. So now I've isolated this into its own little thing. A list of elements from registry. I can pass in world. I can pass in what else do you need? The registry key, which is going to be registry keys dot status effect. Amount is going to be rand.next int from 1 to 5. And then this is going to be ref goes to new stew effect. Ref, and then suspicious stew component dot default duration. And that gets the whole list of things. So I don't need this now. That goes there. That's no longer needed. This is no longer needed like this. Okay, so this... Where does this go? This goes to there. Just like that. Okay, fixed. And now the suspicious stew, that's all one line, which is nice. And there's another place where I can do this. I can do this right here. World, I'll pass in registry keys dot enchantment. The amount will be dot next int max enchants exclusive. So now I don't need this. I have this builder. And it adds it like that. So that makes life a little easier. I've done the block attacks. I have a couple of other things here. Here's a silly one I can do, which I believe will go right here. The bees component. Bees. Bees. Bees, 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 bees. Okay. Background world is going to map to something really silly. Bees. I need a list of bee data? What the hell? What the hell is bee data? I need typed entity data. There's gonna be entity. Okay. Okay. So what I need is I need the entity data. So it's gonna be typed entity data dot create entity type dot b new MBT compound. It's a list, right? So if it's a list, I can do cycle. Putting in this. Okay, I see how that works. How do you stream.of? I do generate. Stream.generate. And now this is ignored. Now I limit it to ran.nextInt 10 or whatever. Wait, I don't need to return there. I just need the new bees component. And it takes this list of stuff. Is that all you take? Yeah, that's all you take. Okay, sure. And then I need predicates dot always true. There we go. Now we have dumb bees. Okay, that's just a silly thing. It doesn't really do anything. Now I need the kinetic one. This is the trickier one. The kinetic one is under K. Under K, There we are. Enables a charge type attack when using the item aware when being used. The damage is dealt along a ray every tick based on the relative speed of the entities. Okay, so this is under K. I am at C. That's M. I. A, L. It's right here. And then this is what, like, kinetic weapon component? Data component types dot kinetic weapon. Kinetic weapon. Contact cooldown ticks. I can set that to probably 0. And then delay ticks, I can have these. I don't need to really worry about. And those are fine. I just have to worry about these. These conditions. And it's a list, right? No, it's just an optional. Okay. New kinetic weapon component. We need a contact cooldown ticks. I'm gonna set that to 0. Delay ticks. Ran.next int. I should have something for this. That's that, and then I need new kinetic weapon component dot condition. This is gonna have 3 things. Next int, this can be 120, I guess. 0.0. I'm gonna set a field for that. Condition duration max. What's that? 500. Kinetic condition duration max. This is gonna be 0.0f. That's that. Is there anything else that I need? There is some other things that I need. We have that. Right, I still have a couple of other things. Optional registry entries sound event. Get random elements from registry. Registry keys dot sound event, and I need 2. What? Expected 9 arguments, but found 7. What arguments am I missing? Oh, right, yeah. Forward movement, damage multiplier. Damage multiplier is 1.0 F. The forward movement is ran.next float. There we go. Dot delay ticks. Oh, there we go. All right. We have the kinetic thing too. And then I have one more thing I want to check here. Or fix, rather. It is this. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we got a bunch of squish. All right, so now that they're done doing that, no, let me have, okay. Now, what I want to check is, what did I didn't add anything new, but what I wanted to check, I guess, was the component compensation. So I need to fill my inventory with stuff. This'll do. All right, so I need to fix that. Yep, good. This is piercing. Makes a snippy noise. Oh, this is kinetic. No, my fancy thing. And what does this look like? Okay, this is kinetic now. So it can be used as a kinetic weapon to damage entities. I'd like to not have everything falling apart at the seams right now. Wait, is this... Okay, that's just regular fish. This has 9 bees in it. Okay, that's good. Good to know. No, no. I don't have the speed to actually do anything with it. What? Oh, my controls are inverted. That's so terrible. This still protects from death. Oh wait, look at that. Ah, shit. I'm pretty sure I just placed my spear. My tree spear. Holy shit. I have anything that can work as a fucking shield? Yeah, nice. This actually has durability now. Hello! Thanks for the... Please leave me alone. Oh, thanks for the stretch. How's it going? How you doing? How you doing? Howdy do. Oh my gosh. I hate my controls being inverted. I like my controls being not inverted anymore. I can't. Can you fuck off, mate? Thank you. I wrote this, by the way. No, dude, now's not the fucking time. I just want to see if something's a shield in my inventory. Is that so much of a... Is that too much to ask? Oh god, this is too much to ask. This is fucking horrible. I hate this. I can barely see what I'm looking at. This is Fucking horrendous. Okay, yeah, I'll just fall and smack into the ground. Oh my god. This is horrible. Okay, can I... do I have a shield anywhere? What just fucking... I might have a shield, but nobody knows. Go away. Oh my god, I look horrifying. I look terrible. Oh my god, we're back to normal. Item stack has to be damageable for it to be usable as a shield. This can be eaten for nothing. Damn right it can be eaten for nothing. Get out of here. I can't even eat you. Because why? Yes, you're right, I will fall down here. How much durability is that? It's at 871. 871 still. Yeah, forget that. Right. Okay, this works as an axe now. That's cool. $834. If I break this, does it go down? Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. Oh, this can block attacks. This is actually rotten flesh, though. Oh, fuck. It can theoretically block attacks. I just can't... I can't do it because it's food, and I eat the food first. Nice, okay. What is this? Don't know what that is. Can we... Okay, this can block attacks now. Cool! This can now block attacks. Summon me a spider, I guess. Wow, dude, I snapped him into existence. That costs a decent amount of durability in order to do that. So that actually works. I am actually moving faster when using this. Okay. I can sprint while using though. Look at that. I can sprint while using whatever the hell this is. Okay, cool. Let me summon another spider. Okay, that works. That's cool that it actually works. Okay, and then the other one I want to check. Thank you for that. How high am I? I'm like 1,000 blocks in the fucking sky, and I'm gonna die. I guess I'm not gonna die. I can eat this though. Cool. Oh, I have stupid fish on my head. This increases my step height to something that I don't know, with some unknown value because I can't read the tooltip, which is great. What the heck do I want to know? I want to know... Yeah, this is fine. This is the perfect amount of... I fall forever. Okay, good. Good. Okay, that's that. I think I've successfully toned down the acceleration on that. I've toned down a couple of other things. I've done all this stuff. Oh wait, yeah, there's that one thing in the component compensation, the use remainder. I think I need that get string for that. Alright, I think that's good. I don't need this stuff. I think that's all the nonsense that I wanted to do. This is the game renderer. This render. Does it call the render on the game renderer? Yeah, it does. And then this renders the in-game HUD. It renders the thing with a tooltip. Game HUD, GUI renderer, entity, and layered customs on next frame. What is this? Okay, that's a render dispatcher. Block render manager. Layer skin GUI element renderer. Entity GUI element renderer, book model, banner model, sign GUI profile chart. Okay, in-game overlay renderer. What the heck does this do? Oh, this renders overlays. Right. That's fine. I don't need to worry about that. I gotta head off soon. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for the hydrate. You have a good rest of your day. What is this world render state? Entity render states. Block render manager, text renderer, fire model, command renderer. Wow, there's a lot of fucking shit here. Shadow pieces command renderer, model command renderer. This is its own thing. I'm guessing this maybe is what I'm looking for if I want to like change the way entities look. There's also a fog renderer. I maybe change the fog color that gets returned from this. That's an option that I can do. But I don't know if I would want to do that. Model is this. The sprite is a sprite. Get texture specific vertex consumer. We set the angles, then we render the model. Get root part, which is itself a model part, which will have its own render. This render is going to do all of this stuff. This is on render for this. Okay, I'm looking for the order command queue thing render. Maybe it's in the GUI renderer and that's what renders it. Yeah, in GUI renderer. Which I guess render prepared draws. It sets a projection matrix. Okay, I get it. Um, I might be able to push a stack and like rotate if I want to. Okay, that's an option. Yeah, put it in. And I'm injecting into render. So this should still also inject into render. Oops. So I can pop the matrix at the end. We'll put a before game render callback here. Actually, I think this needs to be moved to the client. Oh, alright. Well, whatever, just make a new thing in here. This is an interface. Event factory, okay. But create array backed. There we go. For this, and then I need this, which is the listeners. So that's a new that thing, and then I do the same thing here. Iterator before game render, callback. What is this? It equals iterators dot for array, and we're gonna pass in the listeners. It dot has next and s, which is this actually. And that's cancel state dot pass. And then s equals result dot it cancel state. Oh wait, result equals it dot next dot I guess this has to return a callback result. Game render dot get cancel state. And then this is going to return result. So now I have this, which I could theoretically implement in order to do some stuff, like have an effect that could maybe like rotate the screen or whatever. Yeah, we're doing that stuff. And then how does this get called? Oh, I need to do the event and then the invoker, and then I need to pass it in. Okay. All right, and this will allow us to do some stuff and then pop the matrix and stuff. So that should be perfectly fine. And then I would have a handler that would do whatever I needed it to do here. Where I would just rotate, probably. All right, and then because this will track it and then it implements this thing and then it does all of this, right? Actually, I can just return this, right? Because this should, yeah, okay. GL rotate if. I guess I can do 1.0 F. Sort of see what happens when I rotate. I would need to look into that. And then, more or less, I have this rotate thing. I create an effect that tracks this, and then if they're tracked, it's the same thing as it's like this. The same idea. It sends a status for a packet, and it just does that. And you know, that's probably where I'm gonna wrap. I don't want to get too deep into things right now because I can't stay past 2:30, so I kind of need a wrap here anyway, because I feel like if I get involved in this, I'm gonna get lost in it, you know? I don't want to lose track of time. So I'm gonna be responsible and end it here, basically. Um, Tomorrow I'll come back to this. We'll do some more things. We'll mess with some more things. We'll see what happens. It'll be a good time all around. So that's all I got. I gotta go get some food and then get ready and stuff. So I appreciate you all coming around. Hopefully you enjoyed, and that's probably gonna wrap it for me. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll check you guys next time. All right, you all take care now. Bye.